Hello YouTube, this is Retta. Now it's time for my monthly Trump reading. So let's go. If you guys just think back a little bit, last month I was talking about him having to be careful, you know, with food and stuff like that, you know, and be careful with things at home, you know, regarding home and family and stuff like that, in regards to the poison and stuff. And then I thought it was the daughter, but the daughter and the daughter-in-law look awfully alike. So there was the daughter-in-law who was in the news in regards to a questionable, you know, something coming questionable, Vanessa. So I find that kind of, the card showed that. So this is my monthly Trump reading right now. This month energy. Remember, if you guys are used to me doing, because you guys know I'm a conspiracy realist, and you know I kind of go a little bit deeper than some do in regards to, you know, the cards. I think of it not only three-dimensional, I think of it interdimensional, I think of it, you know, political, I think of it in many different forms and symbolism and occult. So I told you that this year is the year of the Hierophant, Justice, and Judgment. And it's all going to be about sensationalism and putting things in place to have public opinion. And I see it. It's only going on the third month of this year, and look at this. Remember, this whole year energy is going to feel like the energy that I talked about in October. And you remember what we had in October? We had the Las Vegas shoot-ins. We had something else. We had the storms. You know, we had people up in arms and emotional back and forth. And this is how this energy is going to be all year round. So you're not going to see me jumping on everything that comes out in the news to do a reading, because I just can't allow my energy to be used like that, because I know that they're using all of our energies for public opinion and to create as much emotional distress as possible. So I'm not going to lend myself to that. So you'll probably, you know, people in my reading room know I haven't even been really there. I peep in from time to time, but I'm not really, you know, feeding into all this thing, because I know it's just everything is put on the show to have our emotions go crazy, and have each of us at each other's throat. So what I'm going to do is, like I do every reading, I'm going to use this, the Druid Craft. I'm going to do draw out. This is for Trump. So this month is the month of the Hierophant and Temperance. So we got to be careful this month about the government, law and order, stuff like that this month. That's probably going to be at the forefront of this month, is laws, legal issues, government. That's the energy for this month. So let's be aware of that. Hopefully, I forgot how big these cards are. I wasn't going to use this deck, but we've been using this deck for him, so I'm going to continue. Whoops, I didn't mean to look at it. I'm going to continue to use this deck, which is the Druid Craft. And then I'll use the Wildwood just in case I need any clarification. So let me just... This is for... Well, we'll see. Okay, and then I have this deck, which is... This deck is, it's a deck, it's supposed to be, it's called the Dream Inspirational Cards, and it's 78 cards. It's got the same amount for a deck, but I'm going to use this as an oracle, and I just want to see the overall stuff this month. So I'm going to draw, whoops, a couple of cards for the overall before we get into his reading. So let's just see the overall for Trump, the energy. Overall for Donald Trump Sr., the president. You know, and it cracks me up is because some of you guys, I always say, I am never going to be the most popular reader here on YouTube because I think completely different. I think different insights. I'm not so mainstream. I'm probably going to tick you off, most likely, a lot of times. Some people, I do some celebrity readings and some headline readings, and some people stay for that, and then some people don't really care for my celebrity, is more into, because I'm not really a celebrity reader, I'm not really a pop culture reader, I'm more into symbolism and occult and conspiracy realist. So that's where my main focus is. But when the conspiracy is too real, I kind of zone out, and you'll see me do more pop culture on that. So I'm going to take out 3 cards to meditate in. This is him. Okay, so Trump right now is going within a lot. He's going within a lot. He's trying to seek guidance. Funny enough, because it's saying meditating, but to me it's any type of, you know, going to oneself, really, you know, trying to enlighten oneself, whether it's with religion, whether it's with, you know, learning something or whatever. This is what he's trying to do. He's really trying to center himself and trying to figure things out. He might also be trying to, you know, I don't think he was quite religious before, but I think since becoming into the White House that he has started to become more spiritual than he was ever in his whole life. I think this point of his life, he's more spiritual than he ever has been. Also, insects. You see this as insects. They're everywhere. He's feeling like things are everywhere. He's feeling like there's bugs everywhere. So to me, it's like he can't get away from them. So to me, insects are everywhere. Even if they're, like they say about roaches, it could be an atomic bomb or a nuclear war and the roaches will still be there. I think he still feels like he is surrounded by people that are deeply embedded. I think he feels that they're everywhere. Not everybody has an ulterior motive. I think he feels that things are so deep. He feels that things are so deep that they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And he's trying to get them in the light of day. You know, shine the light on these bugs that are everywhere. So I'm thinking that as in these deep state, these people that aren't here for humanity, period. I know a lot of you guys don't think Trump, that you guys think he's racist, you think he's this and that. You know, this is so beyond that. This is about, you know, a government within the government. Elitism within the government. It's saying that there's people so deeply embedded. He's trying to shine a light on them, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere. He's also, it says reading. He is reading. So I think he's studying. He's trying to learn a lot. I think not only with his, you know, I think he's reading a lot more than what he used to. He's reading contracts, he's reading papers, he's reading a lot more things, contract papers, history books, stuff like that. Okay, so let's see. This is what's on his mind. Remember the Four of Swords. This is what I'm feeling like this is. To me, the Four of Swords is this, taking a time out to think. He's taking a time out. He's just sitting back and he's thinking. He's got his swords up. So, you know, he has the one that usually would be in his hand down. So he's not on attack right now. He's just contemplating. He's thinking. So I think that has to do with hit this meditating card and also with this reading card is that he's really thinking, planning, trying to use his brain for intellect, trying to figure things out, contemplating, plotting. He's thinking. He's in deep thought, but he doesn't appear stressed out. He's just in a lot of thoughts right there. There's a Three of Cups. So there's also a coming together. He's also celebrating something. So something, three people have came together, and something came together positively, and he's celebrating whatever in his mind. There was some type of win that they had, some type of win. Something went according to plan. Something came out their right way, and they're like cheers, good job on that. Also, he's still, this card comes out a lot for him. He's still, you know, he's still trying to get from here to over there. And he still is, he's still in the midst of doing something, So he still is, he's thinking here, and he's thinking. And this is the point of going forth with that thought, with that plan, and going forth. So he's at the point where he's at the edge, and he's either going to jump or he's going to fall. So that's where it's at. He's either going to jump and do it and take the bull by the horns, or he's going to fall. But he's at the point where his wand is up. The passion is there, the aggression is there, and he's ready to go do something. Okay, then let's see about the White House. The White House is just his job, you know, so that's what's on his mind. It's about, he's feeling right now there's a decision that needs to be made. It's either right or left. So right now he's at an impasse. He's trying to figure out which way to go. He hasn't made up his mind yet, but he has to figure out which way to go, because both ways are not going to be easy, and he's not going to be able to see the end path to either way. But it's time for him to make this decision of which way he's going to go. I do see that the light is shined on here to the right side. So I think he's leaning towards making a choice. Maybe this is the choice here. There is some anxiety. There's some anxiety about the choice that he's leaning towards. There's some anxiety about that choice. He still isn't sleeping too well. At night, it's like his swords are down. When he's by himself, his swords are down. You know, they're going down. And he is like, okay, I'm going to aim to go that way. And that way is kind of stressing him out. The Five of Swords. And, you know, he's going to go that way, and it's stressing him out. And it's the Five of Swords, and it's a battle. This is a conflict. Is he going to be the winner or the loser? You have to decide. Is he going to be a winner or the loser? He still has his sword in his hand. So I'm still thinking it's this man. So yes, he's going to make a decision. He's going to go forth on it. He's leaning. It says it's indecision, but I see him leaning his way to go to decision. It's kind of stressing him out. It's going to cause some type of conflict. It's not going to be the easy road. It's going to cause some conflict. It's going to cause some emotions to go crazy. But this may be the battle he's won, you know. His shield is behind him, so he doesn't feel like he has to defend himself in regards to that. His sword is still in his hand, like he's ready. He can defend himself at any moment. But he feels like he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. You know, he feels like, yes, it was a hard battle, but I came to war. Also, remember, this month is the Hierophant also. You know, this is the month of the Hierophant too. So any legal issues is this month. Anything that have to do with the government, law, order, stuff like that. Mueller may be front and center this month because it's the Hierophant. So let's see. At home, six At home, he's enjoying his grandchildren. He's enjoying his grandchildren. At home, he's reflecting and he's enjoying his grandchildren at home. Also, he is the king of the home. You know, he's feeling like, you know, he's the king of the castle. I think this month there's going to be some stress in the corner of everything this month. There is going to be some stress for him, but it has to be a decision that he's going to make. He's almost there. He's moving his way. It's not going to be the easiest decision. It's causing him some stress. It's causing him some stress. Maybe also that he's not fighting for this choice. You know, this is maybe the path of least resistance, because his swords are down. It's stressing him out. But he might have won this battle because he wasn't coming out swinging. That he went to the path, and even though it stressed him out, you know, he's not swinging. His swords are down. So maybe he won that battle. Let's see what else at home. At home is as that, you know, coming together in his house. So 3 people are coming together. They worked on something, and they're waiting to see what the outcome is of something at home. Okay, so now I have this deck. So I want to see more about this decision and this battle. So I want to see more about, okay, Donald Trump. What is he celebrating right here? The lover. So a decision. He's celebrating a choice, a union, a coming together. This is his thought plans. It also could be his wife. Let's see. I think it has to do with his wife. I think he's celebrating the union. I think that there was something going on with his family and stuff. But it's celebrating. They came out of that heartbreak, that pain or whatever, and things are better. They're better for it. What does he want to move forward of? This is in his head. The tree. He wants to move forward to. To me, this is the world card, so it's a completion card. It's also a card of travel and movement. So maybe this month that he's going to travel and movement and the world. So maybe he's going to do something in regards to the world as a whole. He's put something in motion, and it's going to have a worldwide effect, if that makes sense. He might even have to travel, but he put something in motion. Oh, I just cut my finger on this freaking table. Lord. Oh, I cracked up this marble, and this marble just cut me. Okay, I want to see, what is he so stressed out about? The will, sudden changes. So this decision that he made, you know, it's stressing him out is because it was a sudden change. A sudden change. A sudden change. It's the king of arrows. So it's the king of thought. So a sudden change. So he's stressed out with the will because it's a sudden change in regards to a king of arrows. So a man of intellect. A man of flight. So it's something he had to do with the king of arrows. And remember, King of Arrows to me is also the King of Swords, which is also, like law, order, you know, lawyers, judges, stuff like that. Remember, I said this is the month for the Ace of Arrows. So a choice. A choice being made. A choice being made. Going forth. The Ace of Arrows going forth. Hold on. What is he winning there? Injustice. So he's winning. He's going to a battle of 2 of arrows, which is indecision, but it says injustice. So, which is also this card right here. So a decision that he had to make of which way to go. It has to do with the legal, some type of legal issue. This, it has to do with, this is the sword up. So this is the get to the bullshit and get to the nitty gritty. This is the King of Arrows, which is a lawmaker, a lawyer, a judge, someone in that aspect. This is, he's won the battle. He's won this battle, but I don't think he's won the war because of injustice. So there's still going to be, this legal issue over him. So even though you won that battle, it's still not going to go away because she looks pregnant. So there's going to be something new coming out in regards to the legal issue. What is this Three of Wands? I mean, yeah, this Three of Wands. This is the thing of rest. This is the card of rest, which is shown up here. So he put something, it's like he's wanting to work together to get this done so he can have a moment of rest. You know, he wants a moment of rest at home. He wants a moment of rest and to have some balance, which is showing up in here too. So the balance, which is justice, is showing up as injustice there. So he wants to rest. The Eight of Sorrows, a struggle. Things coming fast. It's a struggle. Things still coming at him. There's going to be some legal issue. I don't know this month. It's going to be a legal issue. I don't know if he's going to put forth a legal issue or if the legal issues are going to come after him. He's going to win a battle, but he hasn't won the war because they're going to keep coming after him. There's something in regards to legal issues this month. Law, this is the month of the Hierophant and Temperance. So people's personal opinions, emotionals. Remember, everything this year is going to be sensationalism for public opinion. This is included. So this is going to, whatever is going to happen between, it has to do with him, his home, and his job. The legal issue. His home is his home, his family, you know, his personal, you know, his kids, his grandkids, you know, and then this is the White House, this is presidential. So these two shall meet. So there may be some more legal issue coming up in regards to, could be his family, fast. It's going to be a struggle, but there's some injustice going on. He's winning a battle. He's won one fight, but they're going to come out with something new, if that makes sense. He just wants to have a rest. He wants to have a rest. He wants some balance, and it's going to keep coming fast. It's going to keep coming fast. Look at Five of Arrows, fast, frustration. You know, he keeps knocking something down and they keep coming. See, he's not the sheep. He's the goat. I always talk about people, don't be the sheep. Be the goat. And he's the goat, and they are trying to get him. He's the goat. He's on his own. They are trying to get him. They're still trying to get him. He just wants a rest. Look at all these fives. Some conflicts. Oh, he's going to endure. You know, he's going to endure. He's going to endure. And then, you know, he's going to endure. And then there it goes. It's going to rev him up for another battle. Rev him up for another battle. Something's going to light. It's going to light a fire for another battle. The Page of Bows. Again, this is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands or the Page of Swords? The Nines Oh, dedication. Enduring. I'm still thinking it's still going to be one of his kids, his daughter, one of his daughter-in-laws. It's still blonde hair, younger woman. Still is gonna come up something in his family. So I don't know if it's his daughter or his daughter-in-law or something like that. The plastic. Oh, is the tower. So something's gonna knock them out. Knock them out. A shakeup in regards to that and one of his kids. So it's gonna be one of his sons. There's gonna be a tower event in between. It could be his son and his daughter-in-law, or it could be his son and his daughter. It's a tower event coming on. So I don't think this month is going to be so quiet for Trump. I think it's going to be some legal drama. I think there's going to be some, he better watch out for Mueller this month. He's going to win the battle, but they're going to keep coming after him. They might focus on the kids or the son-in-laws or the daughters. They're going to be in the mix. He's thinking of a plan. He just wants a break. He really wants a break, but he's going to endure and keep it up. It's going to be a struggle. This month is going to be a struggle. All right, that's the end of this reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.